As a parent, have you ever gone to your children and asked them, "How are you feeling?" and allowed them the opportunity to express everything that they're feeling without shame, embarrassment, guilt, judgment, and validation? Just we listen and we don't judge type of energy. Many of us have grown up in environments and we were raised by boomers. And this is not a judgment about anybody, but it's the truth, it's reality. And we were raised by parents that focused heavily, primarily, and in many cases only on meeting our physical needs. Not because they didn't want to do something more, but because they didn't have the awareness. Today, we live in a world where, as a result of the internet and many of these social media platforms, we are being encouraged to go to therapy, and we're being encouraged to do and say different things in our family dynamics relating with the relationship we have with our children. And as a result of that, we have an awareness that our parents didn't have. That being said, do you recall being a child and maybe you were 5, 7, 10, or in your teenage years? Do you recall ever being a child and maybe going to school and you had a bad day? Maybe you got picked on, maybe you were bullied, or maybe you were the child doing the bullying, or maybe something else happened. A lot of us are now getting on the internet and sharing that we have been sexually abused by neighbors, by friends, by family members. And if any of you have experienced anything like this in your childhood, who was that safe person that you could go and talk to about the experiences that you were having as a child in real time? Your children, I hope and pray your children are not on the extreme end of having some of these traumatic experiences, but whether they're on the extreme end or the other end, your children, they need, they don't want it, they need it. They need you to be a place that is safe for them to come and share their reality, not just how their clothes look or what's happening on the outside. They need you to be a place where they can come and share their inner reality as well, where they can share their feelings, their emotions, the things that are weighing them down, stressing them out, the things that's going on the inside of them. As adults, sometimes we think that our feelings are the only ones that matter. Like if there's a husband and a wife and they get divorced, they think that they're the only two that are impacted by that divorce and that the children just, they're okay. And that's not true. Or maybe you move to a new house and you think, oh, we're the only ones that need to make decisions. We're the ones buying the house and paying the bills. The only thing that matters is what I think. That's not true. Your children are still being impacted, not to the same degree that you are, but their experiences matter. And when you don't allow them to express the things that are going on the inside of them, there is this tendency, it's kind of human nature, that they go inside and internalize things thinking that something must be wrong with them. Maybe they need to change. And allow your children to share their world with you. And this is very important because it is human nature to want to share your world, your inner world, with somebody else. And you want that person that you share your world with to care. You want them to listen as if they hear you, and you want them to listen as if they see you. You don't want them to be distracted and dividing their time and attention between hearing you and typing on their keyboard or sending a text message to their friend, you want their full undivided attention. And this is so important because many children are not given the opportunity to express themselves at home. And when that's not the environment that they have at home, that energy is still there on the inside. And when they go to school or when they go other places, it's coming out in unhealthy ways. And as they continue to grow and mature, they are going to develop into a age group where they start having their own friend group where they hang out with outside of the home. And eventually it's going to get to a point where there is less supervision and then no supervision. And you want your child to be able to navigate relationships in a healthy way. You want them to share their inner world with somebody that is safe, that has their best interest in mind. And what better person than you, their parent? Because their peers aren't going to have their best interest in mind, not to the same capacity that you, the parent, would. And as crazy as this may sound, they may also turn to people that fall into the age group of being an adult. Maybe this person is over 18 or over 21, and per law, they identify as an adult. But mentally and emotionally, they qualify as a child. And that means they're going to help your child process the feelings and emotions and the experiences that they are sharing with them as a child. And I know this sounds crazy, but you see it every day where teachers are getting involved in relationships with students. You see it every day where adults, people that are in adult bodies, and they are in the age group of an adult, but they are interacting very inappropriately with children. This is why it's so important that you, the parent, become a place where your child can come and share anything and everything with you. You want to start now creating this open dialogue where you share your world. Go first. Be the leader. Leaders go first. Share your day with your child. Share your experiences with your child. And open the door for your child to do the same thing. I hate that I have to say this, but I'm going to say it. As the adult, it is also your responsibility to share age appropriately with your child. Your child does not need every detail about every situation. But it's important that you create this dialogue, this experience where you and your child intentionally come together daily, if possible. And I absolutely believe it's possible, even if it's just 5 minutes. But if you can't do it every day, every other day, it's important that you give this opportunity to your child, allowing them to express the things that are important to them, the things that matter to them, the things that are constantly weighing on their heart, on their mind, that maybe they're stressed about or worried about. Because nobody is going to care about your child like you. And if you leave this gap in your child's life where they are having these experiences on the inside that they don't quite understand and know how to deal with, and they don't have the emotional language and tools to navigate their inner world well, somebody is coming along to help them through that. And I'm confident that somebody is not going to have the good intentions that you want them to. So I want to encourage you to be the parent that creates the safe space for your child to share their world with you, because it's important and it matters. And regardless of what it is that they share with you, don't judge them, don't criticize them, Don't condemn them, and do not invalidate them. I remember the first time I heard somebody tell me about validating my child. I didn't understand it. But I want to leave you with a definition of what it means to validate. To validate does not to validate does not mean I agree. To validate means I believe you. If you had a little child, 3 or 4 years old, they have their own room, they go to bed at night and they get up and come in your room and say, there's a boogeyman, there's a monster in my closet. To validate your child means you affirm your child. You let your child know that I believe you. It doesn't mean I believe there's a monster in your closet. It means I believe that you're scared. I believe that you're having an experience that makes you feel afraid. And I, as the adult, I am going to get up and go into your room with you, and we are going to do some things. We are going to rearrange some things, maybe get a nightlight, crack the door, maybe pick up the things on the floor that are casting shadows on the wall to create a space where you no longer believe there's a monster in your closet. Validation does not mean agreement. It means I believe you. Your children need you to believe them. They need you to see them and hear them. So I look forward to hearing your comments about how it's going, creating the space for your children to come and share their world with you.